I called this guy about his Minecraft server, and the conversation quickly turns from Minecraft to conspiracy theories, bestiality, killing hookers, and other weird stuff. This guy is crazy. Let me know if you guys want me to call him back for a part two.
Uh, so basically, when I put out that message on, okay, so basically here's the thing. I'm over here. I've been doing about a Pocket Edition service for a while now, right? Like 4 years to be exact.
hmm
And it's kind of people don't really play it anymore. And I want to get on the PC side. And the thing about PC, I don't know if you noticed, but like on the PC side, there are really good like servers. Really, like there's more competition on PC.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm over here trying to figure out because I've literally like for the past 3 months, I'm over here figuring out, trying to find like I don't even care about staff at this point. I'm just looking for someone like a professional builder for my server because I don't want to give crappy stuff.
hmm
I want to start off good because I'm putting actual money into this. I already started off by getting the Server Pro host for like $30 a month. So I want to take it seriously.
For how much?
So like 20 to 30. Like right now, I'm on the $20 plan on MC Pro Host.
hmm
Yeah. And right now, the thing is, you use World Painter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've I'm over here. I built World Painter Worlds. I've built about 10 of them, and like I will sit down, work 2 to 3 hours or more on one world. I'll use it for a spawn, and then I'll just delete it after, because I'm the type of person who can't stick to things. It has to be perfect for me to stick with it.
Yeah. Well, dude, I'd be willing to work with you. What kind of, like, jobs do you want me to do?
The theme that I would be going for is like more on the tropical vibes, like more island type of vibes, more, like Hawaii type of vibes. Not
Oh, yeah, you know in Hawaii they used to have leper camps over there?
really.
Yeah, my grandpa died in there.
Oh my god. Wait, when was the fire? When did the volcano erupt in Hawaii? When was that?
I don't know. Do you want me to look it up?
I'm fine. I'm
I think it
fine.
was pretty
I was just
recently.
curious. Yeah, yeah. I was like, I saw it on the news.
Yeah, it probably killed a lot of the lepers out there.
It's,
Cause
it's crazy. Oh yeah,
yeah,
I don't know.
like
Hawaii.
not too long ago they used to still do leper sacrifices into the volcano, but they recently had to stop it due to the not only like
Really?
not only because of the active volcano, but they're also just like full on kidnapping people from their houses and just dropping them in.
Oh my god. I mean, their cultures are different from ours.
Yeah, no, they'd mostly target the tourists though, because they thought they're like taking out the white man and they're dropping them into the volcanoes. Those some crazy stuff. Have you ever heard
Really?
about the Hawaiian War?
No, not at all.
Oh, it was like during the like kind of like in between like Vietnam, and there was actually kind of like a like Vietnam kind of warfare going on in the Isles of Hawaii, and that is when the whole kind of practice of abducting the tourists and dropping them into the volcanoes started, and that's why they got the leper colonies out there now. They're,
Also, good question. Like, what state? Are you in the United States? Are you in a different country? Like, what's going on?
yeah, I'm in America.
Oh, yeah, cause like Hawaii is like, we're like, I'm like, hey.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I'm actually in New Mexico.
yeah, and like, the thing is, just talking about that, it's just a theme I want to go for. Cause
So like, how many
I
leper
went to the,
colonies do you want?
hmm?
How many leper colonies do you want?
Leper colony? What?
Yeah, how many leper colonies do you want?
Leper
Yeah, you know
colony?
what leprosy is?
No.
Oh, it's a really nasty disease that you get contact with, and it kind of like turns your like body, it like degenerates your body to like pretty much a husk, and you eventually die from it. You don't feel pain or anything, and that's what the leper colonies are in Hawaii, so that it doesn't spread.
Oof. Uh,
I'm thinking about like three of them.
Uh, I'm so fuzzled.
What's the matter?
I'm just thinking. So, okay, so I'm gonna tell you something.
Hmm.
Now, Hypixel is like on the number one spot for PC servers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I look at Hypixel, I look at Mineplex, I look at the Hive, I look at all these different types of servers, and I could see that it's like those are like higher competition. Like I'm not even close to that because that's like too far.
Hmm.
So, like I'm hopping server to server every single day, about 20 servers a day, like just looking to see what my competition is, to see what can I compete with, what can I do better to them to make players come to me instead of them. So in my area, I just want to make something like I said before, tropical vibes for my spawn, and like that's really what I'm trying to aim for. And like I want to make it like so not original. I want it to be something unique.
Yeah, not original. Got it.
Hmm.
All right. So
And
so are you gonna be incorporating the Hawaiian War in there?
um,
Because there could be like, kind of like traps around the island.
that could actually sound really nice because I have to do because I'm just starting to hear about this from you, so I
Hmm.
would have to research it more to like it could really be a possible thing that I could add.
Yeah, I can email you some resources about the Hawaiian War.
Uh-huh. And yeah, that could be amazing. Like, there could be like a storyline to everything.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Hmm. Yeah, it's like, and like, it's something. I was even thinking about just quitting this stuff, but I already put so much money into this that I don't want to back out because literally, like just the other day, I spent like $8 on just like one. Do you know what Sagadana? It's like
No, what is it?
prof- Sagadana. It's like a professional plug-in place, where like
Hmm.
you get yeah dollars on a plug-in for just NPCs alone, and like that was a purchase that hurt me, but you know.
I wish I could have spent $8 when my brother put his fork into a plug-in.
Mm.
Yeah, he's not around anymore.
Do you yourself own a server, or are you just on the building side?
I'm just on the building side. I've never really gone into making any servers. This is just my hobby.
So yeah, so have you ever built on PE, or are you just like on PC side?
Uh, no, I've never like gone any serious build on PE. It's mostly just been on PC that I've been doing.
Uh, That's the thing. When I was owning a PE server, I never knew about Windows 10 Edition because I have but that was before, and I have a Mac, and like I never knew you could actually build on a PC for your PE server because I would literally like it bugs me how on PE you have to build block by block with your fingers.
Yeah,
Oh my
I've gotten to
God,
a point where I can just build it with my mind now.
uh,
Have you ever gotten
it's,
that far?
it's like no, it's like I see you builders like I don't know how like I don't know how but like I just see when you guys build it's like it just you just pop into your mind and you just place the blocks and then creations happen.
Yeah, I do a lot of LSD before I build, and that helps me.
What is your what are you more into like your builds like what do you like are you more into like medieval type of vibes, modern type of vibes, like what are you into?
I prefer making medieval stuff, but I've done quite a lot of modern. Like
Hmm.
as you can see on this map here, it's a little bit more medieval.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but I've done a whole bunch of modern stuff because I used to really like it, but now I've kind of stepped a little bit away from that. But what are you thinking here? Are we talking like a because like the Hawaiian War stuff? That's kind of like 60s.
Yeah, that's the thing is. since when you mentioned the Hawaiian War, you know, right off the bat before this phone call, I'm like, before for this one, I'm like, oh yeah, I just want like beach houses and stuff.
Yeah.
But then when you mention this, it makes me like change the aspect. It's like I'm thinking about it now, and it's like I don't know.
I mean,
I
lepers
do.
are pretty much zombies. Like they get into a kind of hunger state, and
You know,
with the zombies, we can kind of like call them like special kinds of lepers.
but okay, so you know how you're talking about like leopards, right?
Hmm.
You know, I really as well, because most likely you're not gonna know how to do this. I want to find another person, probably someone I already know, that might be able to do the job. It's like, have you ever been on a lifeboat or no?
Have you ever been to where?
Have you ever been on the server lifeboats for PE?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so what they do, you know what? What's that thing called where you make 3D objects? I forgot. Oh my
Was it
god.
anal?
No, the thing literally pops out of my head. I forgot. Literally, you know, like when you forget something, but you know what it is. Like,
Oh yeah.
what is that thing where you make 3D objects on the computer? Like that.
3D rendering?
No, it's like when you make 3D objects. Where you make 3D objects, like, whatever.
The program I used was anal.
Listen, I literally just forgot the name. Blender. That's what I'm looking for. Blender.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I want to find, like, one of my friends most likely might be able to do it. I want him to, like, he could be able to maybe make a leopard with Blender, but not like, you know, not like crazy realistic HD type of leopard, because that would cause too much, you know, lag on the server. Like, something a little bit on the more on Minecraft side, because what Lifeboat does, they basically make 3D objects in Blender, and then they put it into Minecraft, and it brings it to life. Like, they have parrots, they have alligators, like, into Minecraft with Blender.
Oh yeah, that sounds awesome. You know,
Yeah.
actually, my dog once got caught in a blender one time, and that was pretty crazy. It has like not like a blender, but you know those trash disposals or garbage disposals in the sink?
Oh my god!
Yeah, it got its nose stuck in there because it was trying to like eat out of the sink, and I watched it, and I didn't want it to eat out of the sink anymore, so I just turned on the garbage disposal, and it's like a chunk of meat that I was going for went straight into the trash disposal, and it went in there, bam, got its nose all stuck in there, and oh man, that was crazy.
This is one of the reasons why I don't have a cat, because you know that cats, they like to jump everywhere. You know that cats, they jump onto your countertop.
Oh, I know, dude. One time I was getting a cat from the shelter and I had my windows rolled all the way down and it was riding up there with me. And it saw a dog, it barked at it, and thing jumped out the window, got hit by the guy behind me. Dead.
Jesus Christ.
I know! We had to go like scrape it up off the like pavement and like put it in the back and grow it up for burgers so we'd at least get some money out of that.
Listen, the only animal I'll have is a Pomeranian. That's the one I have right now. That's all I need. That's nothing more.
Oh, dude. I heard someone talking about a Pomeranian water dog. They were it was like on their deathbed. And even though it was like 30, they're still telling me about how they were gonna eat it. I'm like, dude, what? They were insane. They sold me a faulty, you know, what are those black leather office chairs? I tried to ram through my door in it, but it broke. So.
Oh, you know, like walking to Whole Foods. I was walking to Whole Foods and then literally like this man, he just drove past me, and he was like, "Yo, dude, you wanna buy some weed?" And keep in mind, I was like 14 at the time. And he literally just drove past me, like he went right in front of me, like, "Do you want to buy some weed?" And I just looked at him. I'm like, "Why?"
Do you want to buy some though?
No, I was like, "No, thank you. I don't want to get into vibe. I'm good."
Okay, because if you ever do want to buy some, just hit me up. I know a guy.
Oh no, I'm good.
Oh, okay.
I'm, you know, unless I'm in California where it's legal, I'm good.
Oh no, it doesn't matter if it's legal or not, dude. It's all good. They'll never find me. I'm too fast.
I'm in Florida and that stuff, like you.
Oh, you more of a cocaine guy than if you're in Florida?
No. In Florida, like literally, let me tell you, in Florida, like anything dealing with cocaine, marijuana, weed, anything dealing with that subject, like like it's like so like it's like like so illegal here. You literally just speak about the subject. You're like on the FBI list.
Oh, dude, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm on a few FBI lists.
Dude, let me tell you right now. In Florida, I no, you know, let's just keep it at that. No,
No, no, no, I won't tell anyone. It's okay.
no, dude. In Florida, you can't hide.
Oh, no, dude. You know, you ever play like GTA when they got the police helicopters and you just drive through like one of those windmill fields
Oh
and you're all
my
good?
God, the thing.
Dude, it actually works in real
Yeah,
life. I was super surprised when I tried it out and it
no,
actually
but
worked.
let me tell you something about GTA. I've literally I've always because I've only played GTA once in my life, but that was literally like I don't know, like I was at a con and I was like just playing at it like for literally 5 seconds, just left. I never played the game.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to play GTA 5 anymore after the incident.
Oh, what happened?
Ah, well, you know what I was telling you about, driving through the wind fields?
Uh huh.
Yeah, well, when I was in court, I was telling them about where I got the idea from, and they said it was GTA 5, and it got in this huge big lawsuit and about me stealing shark cards, which were the money in there. Because, I was out there, like, pretty much using World Painter on
That
GTA 5 to spawn
that
in money.
that's one thing that really does piss me off. Whenever someone blames games or any sort of that on
Dude, I know, right? I was
on
already killing hookers in real life, so it's like, dude, it's not even a problem that I learned it from GTA.
like I never understood that. It's like they always put it on the games. Like, listen, if you're gonna commit something, it's because you've already thought it in your head. The games had nothing to do with it.
I know, right? That's what I tried telling them about the hookers, but they're like, no, no, you were playing too much GTA, so that's why you had to do it to them.
Oh my God, it was like
Nah, dude, they weren't even
um
laughing. They were like crying, like,
wait,
please,
have
no.
you have you ever watched um have you ever watched American Horror Story?
I've seen it a few times, but nothing too much.
Listen, you should just listen. American Horror Story. It's so off topic, but let me tell you, just watch the first season of American Horror Story. It's amazing.
What are they doing?
It's like it's like it's like I don't know. Do you know how American Horror Story, like every single season is something different? Like season 1, Murder House; season 2, Asylum. Like every season is a
Well, I thought
different
the
topic.
actors just kept dying and they had to get new ones.
That no no okay. The thing about what you just said, in season 1, so basically there's a murder house and like when you die in this house, your spirit stays. So, and there was literally
Oh,
like
like your bed's
10.
missing or obstructed.
Oh my God. It's like there was like 20 spirits in one house, and like and then like the lady who owned the house, she would always try to sell it over and over and over, and everyone who would come in would literally always be haunted. So like, it's like it's a good movie because like TV show.
Hmm.
I only watched season 1 because each episode is like an hour long, and like it's 12 episodes in season 1. I'm just gonna say it's really really good.
That does sound pretty good. Dude, what are you doing, man? You sound like you're out of breath.
Oh, okay. So the thing is, for me, every time I'm on a phone call, I like to walk back and forth. I don't know. I can't stay in one place
You gotta get
and be
that
on a phone
cardio in.
call. No. It's like I don't know. I feel like I just can't stay in one place on a phone call.
You sound like you've been running a marathon.
Oh my God. Everyone I talk on the phone like literally complains like stop breathing into the mic.
Yeah? I know it's not too big of a deal. But yeah, dude, that American Horror Story sounds pretty cool. I had a similar thing, in my own house, because what I did was I had the hookers in the basement. I'd spray like 5 or 10 cans of Raids in there, just depending on how good their lungs were.
Uh-huh.
Like if they had been smoking for years, their lungs weren't very good, so it took less cans of Roundup Raid to kill them. And I do that, and they die, but I, it was just so weird because after that, I could smell the Roundup Raid, and I don't know if it was getting me high or something, but dude, I swear I'd feel them like tapping me on the shoulder and being like, "We're coming," and dude, it was so weird. I'm so glad I've moved, but
Yeah,
It
you
kind of
know,
went away after I went to prison.
you know what? You know what I've never understood about life?
Hmm.
Like, I don't know. I see this in TV shows in real life. Well, the thing is, I never understood. You could literally, like, I kid you not, you could literally kill someone, go to in the middle of Nevada, put them in the middle of the desert, dig them underground, literally put them 6 feet under, and you would literally get caught by the police. Like you know, no matter. It's like, kind of like seen that
Oh no,
before,
you
like
really don't, dude.
how.
I mean, I only got pinned for 2 of the hookers, and I killed probably like 17.
It's like no, it's not with you. It's like I just like whenever I'm watching a movie, and then like they kill some, they put it somewhere where like for 10 years, let's say that, and then literally they get caught by the police. Like I'm like what?
I know. I wish it was more realistic. But I guess it doesn't really make for a good story if they're just like, oh, yep, there's some dead people out in the desert. The end.
uh,
I don't know, man. You ever do any of that?
no,
Nah.
my life is pretty boring.
Yeah, dude, those hookers, they were pretty boring up until, I came over and ended them. Dude, I actually found out about Minecraft from one of them because after I killed her, her son had come over looking for her at my place, and he was actually
Oh my god,
what?
when you just said that reminded me of that video I saw online. The FBI just broke into the person's house and it was like, "Shut up, I'm playing Minecraft."
Oh yeah. No, it was actually kind of like the opposite. I was playing WoW on my computer, and his mom's dead
Mhm.
in the basement, and he comes over here and he's like, "Where's mom?" And it's like, "Oh, dude, I don't know." So I let him go play on my computer, and he's like, "Let me go download this game," and I'm like, "Okay." And as I'm out there moving it out from
No,
the
no, no.
basement into the crawl
Just
space.
be like, no. Just be like to the child, "What? He's in the middle of Nevada."
Oh, oh man, I don't know if he even knew where Nevada was, but that actually probably is where he ended up. I gave him to some weird Mexican guys, and they just kind of took him away. Probably some like
Oh my
cartel
god,
business.
my best friend Chrisanne, she's dating this Mexican 18-year-old who's this Mexican 18-year-old who lives in California, and then like literally, like she cannot handle having someone to date, because you know how women act, when they date
Yeah,
someone,
fucking
like
women.
literally, I'm like, I'm telling her like, like I'm telling, she was like, I met the person of my dreams, we're never gonna break up. I'm like, yeah, this is the 6th time you said that. I'm sure I believe it. Literally, like he literally texts her and says, yo, I'm not sure if I love you anymore. I love this other girl. And then she's like, oh, and then she starts crying. Literally the next day she texts me like, oh, we're back together.
Wow, what an absolute player. Hey,
It's like,
oh no, you go.
hey, yeah.
Yeah, it's like women, can't live with them, can't live without them. Yeah, dude. You know, kind of funny story.
Well,
What? Hmm?
well, no, continue.
Oh yeah, kind of funny story. So before I got into the whole, like hooker ordeal, I was actually, dating, like my third cousin twice removed, and we were going at it pretty good, like every day, and it was pretty great. But then, she one day, she like tries to call me up, and I'm like, nah, I'm about to go to bed, so I just ignore it. And then I hear my phone go like, bzz, bzz, and she goes, she broke up with me, dude. I just laugh. Just laugh, go over, ignore it, go back to sleep.
No,
And then about 2 months
I
later, I
said,
started killing
no.
hookers.
I said, no, listen. As soon as she sends you, we're breaking up. You know what you did? You'd be like, well, that's another egg in the basket.
Oh, damn, another egg in the basket, dude. I'm gonna use that one. That's great.
Be like, no. It's like, like when you see her, like, no. Oh, what was I gonna say? It's like, I hate, like,
Women?
you ever notice how, no. You ever notice how women, they're like, they always like want attention, but then like I don't know how to explain it, but you know women and their attention, right?
Yeah.
It's like, listen, women sometimes they can be very, very, very bitchy.
Dude, not sometimes. All the time.
If I show, like, literally, I bet you right now, if I show my friend Kristen, if I literally give her your number, she'll literally be texting you like, "Hey, do you want to date tomorrow?"
Oh my god, dude.
She's literally that type of person. Like, I dated her 2 years ago, and then that got over quick.
Yeah, how'd that end?
What?
I
Oh, how did it end?
yeah.
Oh, okay. So basically, like, she was texting me, right? And then we were talking on the phone, right? And then she's like, hold on. And then she's like, yo, so when do you want to meet up? When do you want to meet up? Like on Friday, right? Let's just say this. Okay, so Friday, me and my other friends were gonna plan to go to the movies, right? Because it was like around Christmas time, and we're like, yo, we should go hang out, go to the movies, see, whatever, right? Yeah, I remember we were gonna watch Pet Cemetery, you know, the new one.
Oh yeah, dude.
So
My
we're like, we
house is
should go
pretty
see
much like a
Pet
pet
Cemetery.
cemetery.
We're like, we're gonna go see Pet Cemetery, and then like she texts me like, okay, can I come as well? I'm like, sure, why not? And then literally like the next day, it's like she breaks up with me, but it's like it's not real. Like she even told me afterwards she was doing it as like a prank and like and then I didn't want to seem weak. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna be crying over like, oh no, why are you doing this? I just sent her okay message like bye, okay, that's it. And then she was like, oh, he don't love me. He just said okay.
Wow.
Literally, and it caused like a whole entire thing. And then she was like, man, fuck you. So then instead I just decided, instead of leaving the situation, I actually went ahead and started dating her best friend, Samantha, which actually, they were like best friends for a while, like for about 2 to 3 years. So then I just dated her. Like, I didn't like her at all. She's very ugly. I just dated her to make
Damn.
her jealous. Like I was literally doing this just to make her jealous. And then like Kristen, like she saw me and Samantha walking together, and then she was like, I see what you're trying to do. And then like after she just texted me like, I know what you're trying to do and it's not working. I just broke up with Samantha and just like got over it. But right now, me and Kristen, we're good friends. We're not sexual or anything. We're just there.
Yeah. Well, damn, dude. You might be able to go back score some of that pussy. Like, dude, her boyfriend's over in California. What do you say? You're in Florida? Like, dude, he's not even gonna
Yeah, I'm in
know.
Florida.
And like, dude, yeah,
Hmm?
you need backup. Like, dude, he's not even gonna know. If you need backup, you can call me up, dude. I'm in New Mexico. I can intercept him while he's on his way to Florida. Put like a car bomb in there or some shit. He won't even get you.
Oh my god.
And dude, for real, we'll put him in the Nevada desert, and this time they won't find him.
I don't know why. I literally mentioned like the Nevada desert 10 times in this one. Like, I don't know. I have a fascination with the Nevada desert.
Yeah, dude, the Nevada desert's crazy, dude. Especially with all that like Storm Area 51 shit.
Oh my god, I heard about that. I was like, man, y'all all gonna die. That's just less problems for this earth. Y'all all gonna die. Y'all really think y'all can just? That's like that's like going to better yet, that's like going into an FBI. Better yet, that's like going into a police station with a whole bucket of weed and be like, yo, cops, y'all wanna buy some?
Dude, I mean, it sometimes works though.
Oh, hey, I mean, if you're living in a third world country where the
Dude, New
cops are
Mexico's
so
pretty much a third world country.
oh my god, literally, it's like my friend who lives in Africa. He was like, bro, in Africa, it's literally like that. It's like so he lives in Africa, right? And then he's like he literally sees people on the street, like trading bags of powder with cops, and then like in Africa, cops don't really give a shit,
Yeah, dude, they don't really in New Mexico. It sounds pretty much like the same place, hot, a lot of, darker people there.
Mhm.
Yeah, dude, like we're in Africa, is he?
Hmm. Oh,
We're
oh, he never told me. It's like it was me, him. It was like a whole group chat. There's like 2 people from Africa, 3 people from England. I was like the only American there, and I think like one of them were Mexican, and that's pretty much it. But that was like a while back. We haven't talked in that group chat for a while.
Oh
He
yeah.
never really told me where he lives in Africa. He just said he lives in Africa.
Yeah, dude, that place is fucking crazy, dude. You know about the Zimbabwean dollar being like the world's most inflated thing, where like $20 trillion is just like
Oh my
nothing.
God! Did you see? Wait, did you see what Trump did with the American dollar? He's basically
No, what do you
making
do?
it so that the American dollar is like. You already know how he doesn't like immigrants, right?
Yeah.
He basically made the American dollar higher than what it already is. So like, if you let's say for
What do you give it like
example,
weed or something?
no. Okay, so basically, let's say this: Mexico, right? Say what's the currency in Mexico? What do they use?
Rocks.
Okay, let's just say ox, right? And let's say you get 1,000 ox, and say you've been saving up 10 years, and you got like 100,000 ox ready to come to America, start your new life. So like that 100,000 is gonna transfer to American dollars and only be like $9,000. You feel me? He basically made it so that money in other countries have a lower value than American dollars, so that
Mm-hmm.
immigrants won't come in the first place. So, but for us, it's a good thing. So like if we get 1,000 American dollars and go to Mexico, that's like, I'm just saying random numbers, like $90,000. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's like we have a higher value, but he's making it so that they don't come here in the first place.
Damn, dude. So I could go over there. I could get a fuck ton of ox.
That's true. You could. You really could. You could
Dude,
save
start
up
a
like
farm.
$1,000 in America. Dude, you could literally save up $1,000 in American dollars and head to Mexico, have like a nice vacation.
Yeah, dude. And I'm already in like New Mexico. Why not go to Old Mexico?
Oh my God, man, New Mexico's boring. Why don't they make an old Mexico?
Nah, dude. I'm telling you, New Mexico's pretty much like Africa in America. Like, dude, I feel like there's some
Trump's
Wild
like,
West cowboy shit. People
no,
roll
no,
up
no,
on
no, no,
horses
no,
and do
no, no, no.
drive-bys.
Trump was like, who the hell named the state after my enemy? Let me just bring the tax up in that place.
Oh my
Let me just
god,
make it
dude,
so that
too
it's,
real.
let me just make it so it's unlivable.
Dude, I haven't paid tax in 7 years, so like, all my friends who do, but it's
Really?
yeah.
Bruh, I'm not. Listen, it's like one of those stories. Like, you'll kill a person, you'll rob someone, you'll do whatever, but the one thing I won't do is not pay tax.
Well, dude, that's how they got Al Capone.
Like,
Dude, they fucking
like,
Al Capone that guy.
it's like one thing I'm. Listen, I've seen so many stories of people getting caught with tax fraud. I'm like, oof.
Wait, I mean, I don't even pay like my electric bill anymore. When the meter reader comes over, dude, I just pull that shit back.
The man come no. Oh, for me it's called FPL, like Florida Power Life.
Mhm.
Florida Power Life is like, nah, fam, we gonna cut your power. I'm like, guess what, bitch? I got a solar power now. Y'all can suck my dick.
Dude, I would've been like, nah, man, I'll cut you.
Be like, nah, y'all can't do shit now.
Dude, for
Power
real.
line, y'all can't do nothing now. I'm paying what, over $400 a month? Nah, you know what I could have done with that money? I could have bought an iPhone with that money. I could have traveled the world with that money.
Dude could have made a huge Minecraft server with that money.
Oh my God. No. Do you know what Minecraft server that Hypixel uses?
What?
They literally use like a 2 terabyte RAM server with like, I think like 4 terabytes of storage.
Dude, that's like some DARPA supercomputer shit.
Dude, and the thing is, with Hypixel, each lobby is a different server, so like each server has 2 terabytes.
Damn. Dude, they getting the Area 51 computers there?
No. I'm just like, yo, can y'all like share? Can y'all like
Yeah.
give me some, like mail me some terabytes? Like y'all can share, right?
Dude, honestly. Like, the Area 51 raids when they were going on, I flew my drone from New Mexico over to Area 51, and I was actually flying into news reporters and all the people that were going over there with the blades. And dude, it fucked up someone's nose big time.
No. Let me tell you, in Area 51, let me tell you right now, that whole thing was like nothing really happened. Like the whole thing was like.
Well, dude, I mean, I broke some dude's nose from another state away.
The Area 51 guard is like, nah, fam, we can't have this anymore.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's been a conspiracy about, so you know how California has been having like huge fires?
Mhm.
Yeah, there's been a conspiracy where like, so basically, okay, so if you look at any pictures from the fires in California, you'll see that half of the pictures is like the houses are burned down, like from top to bottom, there's ashes, right? And then you can see literally from the front and the back, the trees are perfectly fine, and people are asking, wait, why are the houses perfectly fine and the trees and bushes and grass they're perfectly fine, but the houses are burned down? And it's like, and then people, I know this sounds really stupid, but literally people have been saying that like Trump has been using. I know this sounds really stupid, but like this is a possibility later on in the future. They say he's been using like laser technology to like attack certain areas. So like like how like, it's like a direct hit. So like that, it's like you get the point.
Yeah.
And basically, what people are like, no, that's stupid. But then people are like, wait, the places that got burned down were literally the places where it was Trump's. Like Trump's enemies are basically celebrities in Los Angeles. Like people made fun of him on the news so much. Like it's basically he hates celebrities from Los Angeles because like they make fun of him all the time. So then
Yeah.
he's like, let me just get some payback. And then literally, what made it even crazier is like the other day, Selena Gomez was making fun of him on the news, on CBS News, and then literally, like one of the fires happened and her house like burned down. Like her house was the one that got burned down, and like so many other celebrities, Kathy Griffin, and then people were like spectating that he was doing it on purpose.
Dude, that actually makes a lot of sense. When I used to be a part of Hell's Angels, have you ever played Fallout?
Oh my God! Everyone keeps talking about it. I really need to start playing Fallout.
Okay, well, you know the Gauss rifle from Fallout? Or like a railgun,
No,
you know what that is?
not at all.
Well, it's like a
I'm not. Listen, yeah, I'm not. I'm not really into like I'm not really like I'm not that much informational on guns.
Oh no, that's alright. So a railgun is like a magnetic gun that it gets like new like bolts, and it makes them travel super fast and super accurate with magnets. And
Uh huh.
they're being used in like U.S. naval carriers and stuff to because they're like super accurate and super cheap. But you can actually make one at your house. So I pretty much over here with like my laser gun when I was part of the Hell's Angels, and every time some dude would come over and like disrespect my bike or something, I'd go
Oh,
over
but
there, dude.
did
I'd
you
pick
know
up
what?
like a chunk of iron and just
Did you
shoot
know?
him.
But did you know you can make like a bomb with it? A pressure cooker, like just with a pressure cooker, you can make a bomb.
Oh yeah, dude. I had to pack a few of those in my tires. One time we went over a bump. Bam, dude, come over here. I only have one ball now because of that. Fucking got me right on the testicle. I
Well,
had to
can I tell
pull
you
it out.
something? You know what's so crazy? You want to know what's so crazy?
What?
So you know how America has the strongest government in the world? No, not the government. Ignore me. I'm so fucking stupid for what I just said. I meant to say military. You know how they have one of the strongest militaries in the world, right?
Dude, not stronger than me.
Yeah. So, so basically, you can see they have like thousands of things, thousands of ships. Like yeah. And have you ever thought about how they can literally, if they wanted to, like if they really wanted to, they could literally like attack the American citizens and literally take over and like just forget the Constitution, just forget everything and just have the American government take over. Because like if they really, really wanted to, they could just like take us over, overpower us with their nukes, with their guns, with everything. They can just literally overpower us.
Yeah, dude, they already are. Like that's why
I
you gotta
mean,
like stay careful with that education system. They don't want you to learn that, so they're trying to make us
like
all dumb like sheeple.
I know people, no, I know. Oh, I'm about to talk about that in a minute because that is hella true. And it's like you notice like they can literally just say fuck the Constitution, like it doesn't apply to them.
Yeah.
They really want us to, yeah. But like we all know this is a fact. The American school system, that's bunk. No, it's no.
Yeah, dude, I dropped out of school when I was in probably like third grade because all the teachers were trying to player hate on me.
Listen, I hate how in America it goes. Like the way they do it is that if you get into a fight, both of you get in trouble. If you did
But
something,
that's why I make
both of
sure
you
there's
get
no
in trouble.
witnesses to my fight. Just kill them.
It's like, listen, the American school system, it sucks. You don't learn. You literally don't learn. Let me tell you something right now. Like, you can have like the only people who actually succeed and actually get a life and actually make good money is business owners. And if you and literally the only people who are actually making money is people in the magnet program, or like the people in like who because like I've like you rarely people in the normal classes, you know how they do it, they have like the average classes, and they have the advanced classes and the magnet program.
What's the magnet
Magnet and
program?
advanced, it's basically where like I don't think they have it in other states, but like here, the magnet program is basically where, okay, to get in, you have to take like a
Like
full
suck
on
dick?
straight A. No,
Oh.
it's like you have to have a full A's, like a 4.0 GPA average. You have to have what else? You have okay, so basically, Florida standard test. You have to. It goes from 1 to 5. An average person gets a 2 to 3 on a score on the test, and you have to get all fives on math, algebra, geometry. Like on every subject, you have to get all fives to get into the magnet program. And it's basically, and what's crazy is they treat the magnet kids better than the normal kids. So like, let's give it like this. Let's say we're in like the 1700s, and let's just say that the white people are the magnet kids, and the average and advanced kids are the black people. That's how they treat them.
Damn, dude.
It's like they get special treatment. You feel me?
Yeah. I thought when you said special treatment, I thought you were talking like special ed, but damn, that's like some real special shit.
It's like that's literally like my friend, right? It's like the way I'm just gonna say it's crazy. It's the way, and you already know you don't learn. You really don't learn in these schools. Like all of the schools in America, like you don't learn.
Yeah.
They teach you 10 subjects for they teach you 10 different lessons throughout the year. Like let's say about 20 to 30 lessons per subject for every class every year. And do you really think you're gonna remember all that? Like,
nah, dude, I don't even remember my second grade teacher's name, and I dropped out.
literally, I've never understood that. Like, why am I gonna teach you thing like you can? Okay, I bet you right now you couldn't ask a million adults right now there and just be like, so what do you remember from 8th grade? What do you remember from 3rd grade? What do you remember from 10th? Like, they're literally not gonna know. It's just knowledge that you're not gonna know.
Yeah, that's why I say kill all old people. Like, see, like, respect their elders, dude. Every time I see them, I swerve into the way, kill them. Like, I drive through, like, old folks' homes, so you just massacre them.
I hate that. I hate that. Be like, respect your elders, boy. Let me tell you, I got a longer life than them elders.
Dude, I know. So, yeah, I bet no elder over here's in Hell's Angels, dude. Get my boys up on there.
Like, let me tell you something right now. I'm the type
Eat
of
their
person
grandkids.
who does not. I'm the type of person who doesn't have feelings for humans. Like for me, if I was like on a ship and I can only rescue one person, and there was like a child, a mother who was pregnant, my dog, and $1 million in a suitcase, like I would go for my dog, because that's like for me. I treat dogs like they're an angel. Like I'd rather save a life of a dog than a human.
Yeah, dude, but that kid's probably got some tight pussy.
No. That kid can give the best X in the world. Nah, fam, I'm going for that dog. Like that dog, come here. It could literally not be my dog. I'm gonna save the dog. I don't know. Like I see a dog, I have to.
Before my dog got caught up in that meat grinder that is the garbage disposal, it had a really nice human-like tongue, and I'd always have tons of peanut butter, so that worked out great for me.
Oh my god, just put peanut butter on the bread with the tongue.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, bread, if you know what I'm saying. Like, dude, my first orgasm was to a dog.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know, like, I don't really find that disgusting, but, like, it's just not for me. Like for me, like, if I see it, like, it doesn't disgust me. It's just something that I'm just not into. Like, it doesn't give me an orgasm.
Well, I didn't think it would either until that dog, just came into my room, was just sniffing around. Just so I happened to have the peanut butter
Oh
over
my
there and
god.
just started licking.
You know what? You know what happened to me a long time ago?
What?
Like, literally, like, so basically, I had a friend named Jake, right? He's still my friend to this day. And we were talking on Discord, and he was like, yo, I just had my dog I just had my dog, lick my you know what, and 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 literally, like I was at his house, and then his mother was in the house as well visiting, and literally, like he was sitting down, and the dog would not stop sniffing his pants. Like the dog would like keep going up to him and just like start sniffing around his
Mhm.
area, and then and then I was just looking at him like, oh shit, she knows. And her mother's like,
Yeah.
why is his dog sniffing him
Dude, it's because
in
he got a
that
big
area?
sausage in his pants.
It's like, I'm like, bro, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he texted me in Discord. He was like, bro, I just wanted to see. I just wanted to see.
Wow.
You know what's so crazy about my dog?
Hmm.
I don't know why, but like my dog, like before I even got her, she was trained to never bite. So like literally, you can grab my dog, you can throw her across the street. She's gonna come back licking you. Like this dog is possessed. Like you could literally, I don't know. It just never bites. If it ever bites, something's wrong. Like I've out of 3 years I had this dog, she never bit.
You ever throw her across the street?
Hmm?
You ever throw her across the street?
No, no, no,
Oh,
no,
I
no.
thought I thought
I
you
would.
did.
Oh no, 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 no! I would never do that
I
to
was
my
like,
dog.
damn, dude, player.
Like,
I put my dog in a bear
someone.
trap.
No, 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 no. Someone else's dog, maybe. Yeah. But
Oh,
like my
damn.
dog, nah, fam. No, not fam.
Oh, dude,
Like I'm like, what?
dude, I hit someone's dog, and it was like yapping. I was trying to watch CSI so I could figure out how I'm not gonna get caught with those hookers. And dude, hit their dog, rolls up, hits the fucking screen on there. My windshield's all fucked. So I call up this mechanic like 1 in the morning. Hoping he can't see like there's blood all over the fucking car. So I gotta like push this fucking windshield out. I shit my pants while I'm doing it. I gotta go take a shower because it was so fucking hard. I gotta drive over to the fucking mechanic's place. But he says he can only give me in a few days, and so I'm not allowed to drive with no windshield in New Mexico. So I gotta go steal my neighbor who I just killed his dog. I gotta steal his pickup truck.
Wait. How is New Mexico? Like, how is that state? Like, is it bad? Is it good? Like,
But dude, I'm telling you, New Mexico is pretty much a third world country.
like,
There's
like,
one police
I feel
officer
like
per county.
if you would treat.
Oh shit! I think he hung up on me. What the fuck? Calling him back. Hey man.
Oh, sorry, my cheek it hit the end button.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but anyways, like if we were to compare states to skin color, it would literally be like California is white, New Mexico is like black, Florida. I feel like Florida. I don't know. It doesn't. It's not treated badly. Like Florida is more on the white side. New York, that thing whiter than a piece of paper.
Oh yeah.
It's like, and like, it's like, listen, like this. So like, I feel like some states, um, you know, like how some states like they're literally treated like a piece of shit in
Yeah,
this
like New
country.
Mexico.
Like when someone like you could literally say, "Hey, I live in New Mexico." People are like, "Oh, okay." They're like, "Oh, okay." You say, "Hey, I live in give me another boring state." Like
Alaska.
give me Alaska. Be like, "Hey, I live in Alaska." The person's like, "Oh yeah, cool." But the thing is, like I live in Kansas. They're like, "Oh yeah, cool." But like when someone mentions like, "Hey, I live in California," people are like, "Oh my god, that's nice." Like Like, I
Yeah.
feel like you get treated better. I don't know. I just always felt like that.
Nah, dude, it's totally true. That's why whenever I notice any Californians that are coming through my place, dude, I always make sure to put that car bomb in there. Like, break their windshields. Shit, they don't even know.
Well, where have you always wanted to visit? Like, what's the country you've always wanted to visit?
Oh, man. I think going to China would be pretty cool.
China?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I like. Oh, did you hear like how China's like how America's they're like basically like enemies of China now. So like how Apple products are made in China?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like China, like everything that's being made in China is moving to India because like America's having issues with China and like You know, man, why do we have Barack Obama back? Like, he was a good ass president, and now we have this shit face running our country.
Yeah, dude, I know, right? Like, at least he even came to New Mexico once. You know, Donald Trump, he's too scared to come to New Mexico.
No.
If he ever came to New
I thought,
Mexico, I'd give him a piggyback ride and a body slam.
for me, soon enough, I want to move to Canada, get away from this country, because like, it's like I just enjoy either. I either want to move to Canada or England. Like both of those countries sound very nice to me.
And I think if I'd move to another English-speaking place, I'd go to Australia.
Oh. Hey, listen, let me tell you, we all know by literally in 10 to 20 years, America is literally going to be nuked. Or like, Americans, I don't know who, but like, America's going to go to war with someone. And this country is going to go to war with someone.
Who do you think, like, if you had to guess?
For me, the top 3 places that would get America would go to war with would either be, obviously, North Korea, China, or no, North Korea, China, or I can't think of a third country. Like,
Chad's a big player. They could probably go to war with Chad.
Like,
Especially with their leader,
like,
Chad Thundercock. Like, man.
I was even looking at the news. Like, what the North Koreans are planning? They're planning to shoot like a nuke in the Yellowstone volcano. You know how if the Yellowstone volcano explodes,
Yeah.
like all of America will be covered in ash, and literally the whole entire world, the whole entire world is going to be affected, right?
Yeah, that's like a pro gamer move right there.
Yeah, people like the North Koreans are literally they're like talking about like how they want to shoot a nuke like directly into the Yellowstone volcano so that it literally explodes, ruining. Because like if they do that, that's a win on their side.
Hey, that's fucking tactical nuke inbound right there.
Like,
That was an IQ play.
I feel like if North Koreans or if anyone would go to war with America, the number one places they would nuke would be Florida, New York, the capital of the United States, the Yellowstone volcano, Washington State, definitely California. Like, let me tell you, people are planning to attack California just because of all the rich people that live there, the celebrities. They're planning to get California.
There's a Washington State.
Hmm?
There's a Washington State.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's that at?
It's like all the way at the top. Let me see. It's like America. It's at the top left of the country. The top left. The tippy one. Like all
Oh, okay.
the way to the top
And that's
left.
where the capital is?
No. I used to think that. So that's Washington D.C. State, and
Oh, that's Washington D.C. State.
Yeah, and Washington D.C. No, I'm so stupid. That's Washington State, and
Oh, okay.
Washington D.C. the capital is above Florida. It's like above Florida. I've been there before. It's like a state, 2 states above Florida.
All right.
That's
Yeah,
what the capital is.
You
Yeah.
learn something every day.
And like where Washington State is, that's where like some major cities like Seattle's there, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I thought that was like the Atlantis, because I thought it was like sea, so I thought that was Atlantis out there, but
Really?
yeah, because it's called like
You know,
Seattle.
I-
I thought they rebuilt it.
when I went to Washington, when I went to Washington D.C., I was like literally like wait, is Washington a state? And like my friend literally wanted to slap the hell out of me. Like, are you that stupid? Like, apparently Washington's a city, not a state.
Oh, so there's a Washington City, a Washington State, and a Washington D.C. And
No,
in
no,
Washington State,
Washington-
Atlantis is there.
Washington D.C. is the capital, which is above Florida, and Washington State is the state that's all the way in the corner.
Dude, have you played the documentary BioShock?
Nope.
Okay, well, it's about like like District of Columbia, I think, so it's
Uh-huh.
Columbia, and they're like it shows them they're like rebuilding Atlantis and moving it into Washington.
Oh my God.
It's pretty cool. It's called BioShock.
Yeah, Washington D.C. is kind of boring. Literally, they won't let you like, you know the Washington the what is that thing called? The pillar thing that has the point. I literally forgot the name of it. It's like
Oh,
what is
is that like the vampire killing stake?
the Washington Monument. I think what it's called. The big pillar thing that's in Washington that has the tip.
Oh, is that
That's
like where you can
literally
jump off?
no, you can't get
Oh,
inside.
it's
It's
not
like
that place.
you know what I'm talking about or like nah.
No, no, I think I know what you're talking about, like the big white one.
Yeah, yeah, the big white one that looks like a dick, you know.
Oh
It's like
yeah,
it's like
dude.
has a
I wish mine was that big.
yeah.
Dude, mine's so small that when I get a boner, it goes inside of me.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You know, um, yeah, they literally don't let you get inside. They don't let you get near the White House. They don't like you can't do anything in Washington. Let me tell you something right now. You know how all the other states are suffering from
Mhm.
poverty, right? Right? Guess what? I went to the Washington Capitol. You know the Capitol, right?
Yeah.
Where laws are made. Yeah, I literally went in and I went to the bathroom. Literally, the trash cans are. I'm not kidding when I say this. They're literally made out of 16 karat gold.
Wow.
Like I even like asked one of the guards. I was like, "Is this real?" And he was like, "Yeah, 16 karat gold." I'm like,
What?
and I'm in my head, I'm like, "Wow!" And y'all won't even give Florida a nickel? Okay.
Damn, dude.
Like they spend so much money, like, bruh. And when I went into like, so basically, I also got a tour inside like asylum. It's like like an auditorium where like, have you ever seen that place where like a judge sits in the middle and it's
Oh yeah,
surrounded in
I've been to
chairs?
court a lot of times.
Yeah, but not it's not court. It's where they make laws. Where like all the state leaders and they make laws, right?
Oh, like the Supreme Branch Court.
Not the Supreme Court is something different. Like the
Yeah,
Supreme
that's where
Court is
they make
basically
like the
where
new
you
brands, right? Like the brick.
yeah the new branches. But like for you to get to the Supreme Court, it's like you have to like for example to get to the Supreme Court, it's like basically okay. Say you killed 50 people, right?
Yeah.
And then you think you're innocent, and then you go to court the first time, and if they say you're guilty, you have the option to go to another court, and if they say you're guilty, you go to another. If they say you're guilty, then you have your last shot, and you go to Supreme Court, which is all the way, and then you take a trip to Washington, D.C., and they take you to Supreme Court, and that's where the final decision comes.
So why does
But
Supreme
you
get to
only
like say what's up? I thought they just like were a skate shop.
because no. Supreme Court to get no, you have to you have to commit something huge. Like if you kill 5 people, you're not gonna go to Supreme. You have to commit something that harms the country. Like say you gave the missile. I don't know. Say you went to Area 51 and you gave all the plans to North Korea. Something like that. You have to commit a country crime.
Oh yeah.
Like the terrorists who
Yeah, dude.
just do something like that, like to get to Supreme Court. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's where they see a final decision. But the thing is, most if because when you go to Supreme Court and if they say you're guilty, like you go to a certain they take you to a certain prison in I don't know what state Washington D.C. is in. I forgot the name. Like I literally forgot. But like they take you to a prison and it's like one of the worst prisons in America.
Oh yeah, isn't that in Cuba? They take you to Guantanamo Bay.
On that I have no idea.
Dude, so you're saying they had like 16 karat gold and they won't give Florida a nickel?
Hell yeah!
Damn, dude,
I
have
was
you seen
literally
Mad
like,
Max?
what? No. Oh,
You
the
know what
movie?
it's yeah.
What
Dude,
about?
I'm not gonna
I didn't
lie,
watch it.
for like the first 15 years of my life, I thought that was a documentary about New Mexico.
Oh my god.
Like, dude, not even joking. There was a guy who looked just like him and would spray the paint in his mouth.
You know, um, basically, let's see, I don't know, but I literally forgot what I was gonna say. Did you ever watch the movie White House Down?
You what?
Have you ever watched the movie White House Down?
Oh no, what's it about?
No, 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 no. Olympus Has Fallen.
I've heard about it. I've never seen it.
Okay, but basically, oh, let me on. Hold on. Okay, the movie's basically the movie's basically about the movie's basically about what is it about? What is it about? It's basically about you know how North Koreans want to kill us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically about how one of the people in North Korea, they came to attack us, and like they literally brought the White House down. Like people came in with tanks. They literally shot it down.
Oh, dude, I didn't know the White House could fly.
No, 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 no. Like they shot it down. Like they like literally brought tanks, and they're like I don't know how to say it. You should really watch the movie White House Down.
Yeah, so is it like the
Olympus Has
documentary
Fallen.
BioShock, how like Atlantis could fly, but like the Washington could fly too?
No, no, no. They like broke down the White House. Like they literally like tanked down the White House.
Dang, dude, we're living in the future. I didn't know. Damn, dude, that sounds crazy. I didn't know it could fly.
Yeah.
Is it like a chicken? Does it hover? Like, what's it do? There, man. You hit the mute on your phone, maybe. It's like a.
Shit, I'm a dumbass. I literally hit the mute.
Oh yeah.
I'm literally a dumbass. Wow. But anyways, okay, so I'm gonna go to sleep. And I do actually really want to continue to, like bringing up the subject about you you know, help me out, you know, with building on a server and all that type of bullshit. And yeah, pretty much it.
Oh yeah, dude. All right. So my phone here, we don't get like we just got the internet like a few months ago in New Mexico here, so the phone service is a little bit behind. So I can't actually receive calls, so I'm gonna have to give you a call. When do you want me to call you?
No, no, it's fine. It's fine. Are you able to text me?
Nah.
Alright. So basically, I think you can call me like around like let me see, like at least around like 6 tomorrow. Yeah, 6.
6 tomorrow. Okay,
Yeah.
like 6 noon.
No. 6, like 6 p.m.
Okay, PM. What is that?
That's pretty much it.
What's 6 p.m.? What does that mean? Is that like a state?
Bruh. But anyways, call me 6 p.m. tomorrow.
Dude, where's
We'll talk
6
tomorrow,
p.m.?
okay? Alright.
Guess I'll have to Google it. What? What the fuck was that? Oh my god. That man is insane. You guys want me to call him back? Because I will if you guys want me to. That was fucked.